Ahora más que nunca, las finanzas personales, las tendencias de consumo, el rumbo de los sectores productivos y todo lo que debes saber sobre la economía del país son una obligación. La República, el primer diario económico, empresarial y financiero de Colombia. Suscríbase ya en larepublica.co o al 018 51 0051 opción 11.
La República.
Buenas tardes y bienvenidos a un nuevo Visite La República. Hoy nos encontramos con Moishe Mana, el CEO de Mana Common. Vamos a hacer este insight en inglés, entonces voy a cambiar en estos momentos el idioma. Welcome, Moishe Mana, CEO of Mana Common.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to introduce you. Moishe Mana, Chairman and CEO of Mana Common, is a visionary entrepreneur reshaping urban landscapes to foster connected, thriving communities. Original from a modest neighborhood in Tel Aviv, Mana built a business empire from scratch after arriving in the US in the 1980s. His journey began with a small logistics company that grew into GRM, now one of the leading document management firms in the US. Early in his career, Mana recognized that his ventures impacted the communities they touched, which ignited his focus on urban revitalization. So we have our first question, and what is the real estate investments in the United States that you have right now, particularly in Florida?
Well, I'm invested in Miami. I'm not invested in Florida, and I have massive amount of real estate in downtown Wynwood. But it's really not about real estate. My project is not real estate.
Okay.
Project is different. Okay, I have a bigger vision than just real estate. So if you want to hear it,
I think you're referring to your investments in technology.
No, this you want to hear it?
Yes, please.
Okay. The bigger vision is when I came back early on. I've done many businesses in my life and invested in real estate, invested in ecosystem and building ecosystem. But Miami represents a different opportunity, a different vision. The idea is to connect the Americas to make one America, 1.1 billion people economy, and make Miami the Western Hemisphere global hub, connecting the Americas, because what we tell the Americans, the North Americans, that if they want to compete in the future with China, which 1.5 billion people, and India 1.5 billion people, then we must do Latin America, North America, one economy, 1.1 billion people economy together. And how economy get measured, and take the clock 20 years, 30 years. How do you measure economy? It's by number of the people and the productivity of the people. So if we connect Latin America and we make it one economy, including dollarization of Latin America, then we bring the technology, then bring efficiency, then we can help them to build themselves, because together we can do much more than each one doing by himself. Latin America is very fragmented economies, countries, but rich continent together. It's 700 million people together. So no one country can compete by itself in the global economy. That's why you see Colombia struggling and all the other countries struggling, because it's small economies. How they can compete in the global market? In order to do that, they got to work together. They got to work of union. Europe is a union, China is a union, US is a union, UE is a union. That's why Latin America must collaborate together as a one union together with North America. And we can create the biggest economy ever created. And our project is about making Miami the Western Hemisphere global hub, the Western Hemisphere Hong Kong of the future. And our investment, not only in real estate, technology, in fashion, in arts, entertainment, and in any kind of other business, including agriculture, which we have in Colombia. So, in order to do that, we need to help all these verticals, all to make it happen. So, when you mention the technology, when I visited Latin America, and I understood, you think about 10 years ago and 12 years ago, I started really getting to know Latin America. I understood that the chances to build unicorns is slim to none because, with all the respect to Colombia or Panama or Chile, nobody from the north will come to Latin America and invest in technology. So the only way to bring certain functions of the companies, not to move the companies, the opposite, keep them there, but to bring some certain functions of the companies in terms of ideas, public relations, collaboration, raise money, bring them to Miami, and create this ecosystem of 700 million people that Colombia can collaborate with Argentina and Argentina with Chile, and they can create bigger. I call it create building the technology infrastructure of Latin America from Miami, because at one point you need to get it. So when the investor come, he meet people in Miami, then investment for him is 700 million people. It's not $50 million in Colombia or 4 million in Panama. It's together 700 million people economy. So it's going to be better for the investor. And that's what the Manatech organization has been doing, bringing all these companies for education, raise money, go to market, collaboration, anything that they need. That's what we've been doing. I'm financing most of it. Not making money for me, the opposite, costing me a lot of money to do that because I like the vision, I like the impact that I'm doing, that we are doing, not only me, my whole team is doing here. So when you say real estate, how much you're holding, I really care less how much real estate I have. It's not real estate. It's what do you do with the real estate. That's what's more important. We build neighborhood, live, work, play, where people can collaborate together, work together. That's what we've been doing.
How much have you raised till now?
It's all my money. I didn't raise any money.
Okay.
You
And
know.
what are your plans to do all these project?
Well, for this, obviously, we are going to look now to bring some strategic investors. I don't need money. I need strategic investors
Okay.
that have money, preferably with money. If with no money, it's fine, but strategic investor to make this vision happen. So, because it's a vision, it's the future, it's the next 50 years. And for this, you need many horses to push the wagon. So that's what we've been doing.
What kind of investors are you looking for?
I told you, it's strategic, people that can really help make this vision happen. It's a vision. So people who have the power in Colombia and Brazil, in Panama, people that willing to collaborate, to connect, to work together. And that's what we need to do. And of course, from the North, that's what we're working from North America. And we need to educate the politician to do that.
And why did you choose Miami particularly?
Because Miami is sitting between Latin America and North America. It's 2 hours south, 2 hours north. It's covering the Americas. That's why Miami, this is the most diversified and it's the Latin capital. I'm sorry to say it. It's the gate to Latin America. It's the Latin capital, you know.
You told us a little bit about you have investments here in Colombian agriculture. What are you expecting to do in this business of agriculture?
Well, the vision started many years ago because food supply is going to be a big problem. And I love Colombia. I love the Colombian people. I think it's a great country with great potential, smart people, but they need help from the outside. Okay. And agriculture was one of the industries that most overlooked. There's other industries can we help beside tech. There's the tourism can be also a big industry for Colombia. And the idea was to help the farmers because once I didn't know how complicated it is, but it's not so easy because it's a lot of millions of farmers, uneducated, not connected, no facilities, packing houses, no internet connection. It's very difficult situation. Also, many places we went and people work, they get 1.5 days a month vacation. So everywhere we went, we changed 5 days and 2 days, and we changed the area like Puerto Boyaca. I mean, we did. It's 5 days now and 2 days, and it's educational camp for milk, and I'm very proud of this. And we have like a packing house for export of different products and connecting to other countries, and also standard of work in the packing house, and that within 2 hours the farmers will know what is going to get, what is not going to get. The same thing, we have also Crapper, which is a startup that we basically, it was existing, but we needed to build it from the beginning. I put a lot of money into it, and today it has 500,000 farmers. Where farmers, it's connect. What really it helps the farmers to the ecosystem where it works with, in terms of internet connection, in terms of, we partners with Microsoft to create the internet connection, 1 million farmers, and then this 500,000 farmers, if they need to go to a bank, how do you go to a bank? Because they're farmers, they do not know. So we need to educate them, and usually the kids are the one that really are the one that interested to make the change. The women are the part of the doing the changes. And how do you go to a bank? The package that you represent the bank. Like you need equipment, you need seeds. You have a problem, like what kind of problems you have in your farm, and we can help through agronomy. So all these things, this is something that we've been doing, and it's very impactful. It's growing, and I look forward to implement it throughout Latin America, because these small farmers, and this, the idea is really to take this product that they do, make it better, that we can export it outside of Colombia and outside of Latin America to the world, because I believe this is the place where going to feed the world in the future, due to to global warming, floods, heating, and everything else.
You have a big experience in this business. How do you see the future of global food security, and what is your role in addressing this issue?
What do you mean security?
Food security.
Oh, the food security. Of course,
Yes.
we're doing. Listen, I mean, the president can do whatever, he can come talk, and he can do this, he can do that, but he needs people like us to come and do
Yes.
the job. I mean, the government cannot, the government can do only so little, giving money or giving land is not the solution. They need really direction, they need help, they need ecosystem, they need outside companies coming in and investing, big companies, and building the infrastructure that the farmer can come and give it to the infrastructure, they can sell it outside. All of these things, we're bringing companies to Colombia to get to know Colombia, to be able to buy Colombian product. I mean, the world still not connected to Colombia. It's not connected yet, and Colombia is a long way to connect.
How do you see this expansion of Latin American population to cities, for example, like Miami, that's been like a long time ago, but right now with the challenges that Trump administration can face to Latin American people?
Well, they honestly, I think Latin America should work together. Once Latin America works together, then it's going to be Latin America going to get more respect. You know, when you get one country at a time, it's easy. But as a country, if they work together is in everything, then it's going to be easier to negotiate with the world. But the future, I definitely see Latin America, North America, one economy. It's one America. When Trump talking and saying, instead in the Gulf of Mexico, they going to call it the Gulf of America. No, the Gulf of the Americas. Uh, it is very challenging to educate Trump and his administration, because for some reason they don't understand the collaboration and connection can create big economy. If Latin America doing better, then America can do better, and the opposite. And what I tell them, closing your door doesn't make your home safe, and throwing your garbage through the window doesn't keep your home clean. If we want a safe America, we need to create a safe Latin America. And the only way to do it, help them bring the jobs, bring manufacturers from instead of China or Vietnam to do it in Latin America. Help them to build the technology, because technology creates efficiency, transparency, and the economy will grow.
What should countries of Latin American, well, governments do to explain to Trump administration that they're like an economic force in the states also?
Of course, I mean, again, I mean, if they work together, the people understand it's economic force. But if each country work by itself, it's not understood, because you look at each country by itself. So we need also to educate our politicians what's good for America, and just dollarization of Latin America is number one importance. Instead of going into the BRICS and doing the BRICS, the alternative coin, or building the coin, building your coin based on the Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not a currency. It can be 50% up and down a day. So this is important to dollarize Latin America, and we need to get America involved.
You have many businesses. What message would you give to other entrepreneurs considering investing in, I don't know, maybe a startup, or they have their first business and they want to go for it? So what message or advices can you give?
I mean, there's many advices. I'm sure many of them know the answers. The question is how much courage they have and how much risk they want to take. But definitely, people need to go, and they should go through the whole way with what they want to do, because this is their life. They live one time only, and they should really they go with what they believe.
If we want to maybe synthesize this conversation, you could say Moishe Mana is the businessman who wants to create a capital of the Americas in Miami.
It's when you say a businessman, it's more than a businessman. Okay, it's not only business. This is social impact, a legacy project. So it's not real estate, it's not technology, it's a whole bigger picture. You cannot take part of the picture and just say, you know, but it is Moishe Mana, the person who came from from nothing. He came to America, who wants to really make, he was very blessed throughout this lifetime, and he want to build a project, a legacy project that can last for many years, and that can really grow over the years. And I want to be the one. I am, that being, me and others, okay, not only me. I want to be one of these people who really thought about it, promoted it, and making one America. Our project is about creating one America. It's not about real estate or technology. It's creating one America. It's a bit confusing for people.
And how would you put it in just a sentence?
I would not do it. You can't take your entire life and do it in one sentence.
Perfect. Well, with those words, we finish this conversation. Thank you so much, Moishe Mana,
Thank you too, and
for
hello to
accompanying
all the
us.
Colombian people. I mean, Colombia is a great country, and I really wish the best to the Colombian people.
Thank you so much. I'm going to say goodbye to our readers in Spanish. Muchas gracias por habernos acompañado en este Insight con Moishe Mana, y estamos atentos para una próxima conversación en Inside la República.
Thank you so much.